All right, so what is MoveQuest exactly and why am I so excited about it? So MoveQuest is a cryptocurrency token project that mimics the Bitcoin white paper. And so imagine getting started with Bitcoin way back in the day when it was super, super low value. We're talking under 10 bucks, right? Imagine being able to buy a miner and print Bitcoin at your leisure. Well, now with this MoveQuest token, you have that same opportunity to get started at the same place that Bitcoin did way back when it was at the same price. So the reason why I'm so excited is because for as low as 70 bucks, you can get started with your very own miner. And for all your daily activity that you do, which includes sleeping, your steps, your distance, your calories burned, and the time that you spend in exercise mode, all that data at the end of the day gets submitted onto the Avalanche blockchain. When you submit that data, in return, you are going to get a value of MQT, your portion of shares that gets divided up amongst the community. The more and more miners that we have in this community, it's going to pump up the value of MQT. All right, so that might sound like a lot, so I want to break that down even a little bit more. So check it out. This is the value of MQT today. You can see here on September 1st at 8 a.m. The high of the candle was $64.10 at the top here. And if we go back just as early as the 27th, which was a couple of days ago, it was $32, $28, $27 on the low. And just a couple weeks ago, on the 18th, for example, it was $7. And if we continue to go back in time, right here is when it first got started on the 21st of July at just above $1 right here, or $1 or so. And it's just been moving along ever since. $4, $3. You can see the progression as more and more people are finding out about it. And as it gains popularity, you can see more people are starting to mine it, more people are starting to submit. And the more people that acquire miners, you can see the value is just gonna shoot up to the moon. We're all going to move throughout the day, right? I've got an Apple Watch. You know, there's Galaxy watches. I'm not an Android person, so I don't know. Don't come for me, all right? I've been Apple for over a decade. But every day I wear this thing, right? And it measures my steps, it measures my calories, it measures my sleep, all those things, right? So if I'm gonna do those things anyways, why not get paid for it? So there's certain levels that you can hit for your exercise goals. And the creator of this project, their whole philosophy was move to earn. Ever since COVID and all that good stuff, people have been kind of living a sedentary lifestyle or, you know, kind of stuck behind the desk. I actually just got a walking pad and I ordered myself a standing desk so I can move and do things on the computer now throughout the day. But her philosophy is to get people up and moving. So some of the goals that you can achieve, there's 5 different rings that you can close. There's a banner that runs across the top of the app, and the goals include 2 hours of exercise a day, 20,000 steps walked or stepped, I guess, a day. You have 10 miles for distance, whether that's walking or biking. You have 4,000 calories that you can burn. And then finally, 8 hours of sleep, because sleep is also very important to our overall health and well-being. Now, we know that these are very ambitious goals and not everybody is going to close all of those rings every single day, which is fine. Even if you do only a fraction of a fraction, you're still going to get a fraction of an MQT. Now, why is that so important? Because, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you, not even 3 weeks ago, this coin was at $5. That's right, $5. I'm going to throw up a chart right here from CoinMarketCap so you can see what I'm talking about and break down the dates. And as of this morning, you guys, it was $64. So what does that mean? The more and more people that come into this project, the more and more MQT value is going to rise. There's 2,500 MQT shares that get distributed daily based on the amount of data that you submit. The higher that you can close out your rings, the more MQT that you get. Also keep in mind, the higher your mining power is, the more MQT shares that you'll get. So you can come in and get one basic miner for the equivalent of $50 worth of MQT. And that is going to be your basic of the basic, right? But then you can go all the way out to 7 Omegas because you have 7 docking slots that you can get unlocked. And right now to do that, it's going to be around $4,500. And then there's everything in between. So it's really unfair to ask me like, oh, well, how much can I make from doing this? It's not up to me. It's not up to the project. The ball is in your court. The more miners that you have and the more activity that you do on a daily basis, the more MQTs that you'll earn of the 2,500 shares that get distributed amongst the community daily. So if you're a person out there that has just one Lenny miner at the basic, $70, but you're out there maxing it out all day, every day, 20,000 steps, 10 miles, all that good jazz, then hey, there's a possibility that you can get like 10, 20 bucks a day with ease. But then you have to multiply that out by 30, and that's going to give you the big picture of what you can make. So if you can do, $300, $400 a month just off of one basic miner, I think that's a pretty good return on investment. I'm not promising you that that's what's going to happen, but based on what I've seen and based on the trajectory with the value of this MQT, I think it's very attainable. On the flip side, let's say you have 7 of the basic $50 miners, then you will have that 50% that you submit on a daily basis that's multiplied out by 7. So that same activity that you submit is now going to be distributed amongst 7 miners, right? So you're going to earn a little bit more income when you do it that way. Versus if you go all the way out and get, 7 Omegas, and you can pick and choose. You don't have to do all 7 at a time. If you want to do 4 miners here, 3 miners here, you can do that. But this is the most important thing that I can tell people, the more miners that you have and the more activity that you do, the more MQT or your portion of MQT you will earn daily. And I'm going to give you some real life examples, so hang on to your seats. Okay, before I get into the nitty gritty, I wanted to show you what the evolution of a miner looks like. So everyone's going to start with the Lenny for $50, and that's going to give you 50% mining power. All right, as you evolve, right, that's what it calls to go to the next level, basically. You evolve from a Lenny to a primary to ultra to alpha, and then it takes 2 alphas to make 1 omega. And you can see the percentages that correspond with each level. So a Lenny miner is 50% mining power. The primary is worth 100% mining power. Your ultra is going to be 125. Your alpha is going to be 175. And then your omega miner, which is the king of them all, is 300% mining power. And you can see the evolution of the pricing to upgrade your miners, right? So keep in mind, as the value of MQT goes up, so will the pricing to get to the next evolution phase of this process. Okay, so now I want to give you a real life example with some real numbers. I'm going to share my phone. All right, so here we have my fitness app on my iPhone because, hey, once again, I'm team iPhone. So far, this is very early in the day, but you can see my activity. I have 1,475 steps and about 3/4 of a mile done. But if I click on my rings, you can see I've been very active here lately. And this is, the key principle of the project as a whole is to get people to be active, right? So yesterday I burned 800 calories according to the fitness app. I did 86 minutes, but this is not 100% accurate because I also have more data from my watch. I'll show you the final numbers here in a sec. 13,820 steps and almost 7 miles in distance yesterday from what I did, recorded on my watch. So if we go over into the MoveQuest app itself, okay, so this is what this looks like. On your earnings, I have 7 primary miners. So I upgraded from Lenny's. I have 7 primaries right now. I'm in the process of upgrading to Omega, but that's besides the point. Don't let my decision influence you on your decision. Only invest what you have available to invest. I'm not saying to go broke buying Omegas or anything like that. We'll also talk about the affiliate structure of this plan here in a second. And an amazing thing why I love this project is because it's not focused on an affiliate plan at all. It's actually getting scrapped on the 15th of this month. So take that with a grain of salt, but I'm going to show you guys the history. So on the data that I submitted from yesterday, matter of fact, if I go back to earnings, you can see right here, August 31st, I did 13,820 steps, 6.5 miles. I burned 2,768 calories. I exercised for an hour and 20 minutes, and I slept for 7 hours and 39 minutes. Okay, now if I just take those numbers right there and I go to history and I click on this little eyeball icon for yesterday's date, which I have 0.0628% of the global pool, it was 1.57 MQTs earned. Now, keep in mind, there's 48 hours that everybody has to submit for their data and their activity. That's why there's 2 red dots over here on the left next to 19,966 and 19,965. Once that red dot goes away, it will show you your finalized percentage of shares. So I upgraded recently, so those other ones that you see from 19964 and below, that's all just with 7 regular Lenny miners. But I upgraded to the primary, so you can see that this is at 100%. So based on those numbers that I gave you so far, I'm at 1.57 MQT. So 1.57 times the current value of an MQT, which is $64. It was $100 for yesterday's work. Right now, if I do that, 100 times 30 days in a month, that's $3,000. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to continue to upgrade, but if you were to just stop here and do the similar activity, $3,000, you got to think about it like this. I've got an account. My wife's got an account. She's out there. She's more active than me because, we've got a family. My daughter's ripping and running. So she often has many more steps than I do and many more miles. But we just got this walking pad I put in my office. So it's going to be great. You could double that. But, if this is just you by yourself, think about if you were to max out on, because I didn't max out, you guys, that I still had like 7,000 or 6,000 steps I could have taken. I had like 4 or 3.5 more miles I could have gone. I still had exercise that I could have submitted, and so on and so on. So I'm not saying that you have to max every single thing out to make a significant amount of money. Also, keep in mind, as more and more people come into this project, the value of MQT is going to go up. So I will earn that share of MQT. But think about it this way. Think about it like this. Let's just say I had 1.5 MQT that I earned for yesterday's work, but I don't cash out because I'll only make that $100 if I was to cash out, right? Let's say that value of that MQT over the next couple of months grows into, let's just say on the conservative side, $500, right? So now I'm taking 1.5 times $500, and now yesterday's activity is no longer worth $100. It is now worth $750, right? You do that times 30 days, that's 22,500. So I'm just giving you guys some hypotheticals. This isn't set in stone, but we have something called Project 10,000. That means 10,000 people with wallets coming in, submitting every single day. And if these 10,000 people all upgraded to Omega, the value, this is not hype, this is not fluff, the value of MQT would be sitting around $4,000 per MQT. So we're very, very early in this project. Don't think you're too late. Don't think, man, I missed out on getting in at $5, so I'm not going to get in at all. We only have about 1,800 wallets so far in this project, you guys. So it is very, very, very early. Yesterday we were at 50. We were hovering around $52 or $54 at MQT, and as of today, we're sitting at 64. So it's going to continue to grow and grow as the word is spread and more people are finding out about this opportunity. All right, the last thing that I want to touch on is the affiliate side of this project with MoveQuest. On the 15th, on or around the 15th to the 30th of September, there's going to be a branding of, right now it's called Get Fit, and it's going to be changing officially to MoveQuest. Once that happens, they are going to be getting rid of the affiliate model. But don't, think like you're going to lose out on a whole bunch of money. Unless you're a big, huge influencer, it wouldn't make a huge significant impact anyways, because you only make 10% for a Lenny miner. Right now, Lenny miners are $50. So you make $5 each time someone purchased the Lenny. If someone's maxing out on Omega, that's a $70 commission on like a $4,200 or $4,500 purchase. So it's a drop in the bucket, you guys, when I tell you don't get hung up on the affiliate side. Yes, you can make a little bit of money by sharing this project, but the whole reason behind the affiliate was to launch the project in the first place and get word out there. Now that the word is out there and it's starting to really catch some momentum and more people are hearing about it, we don't need that affiliate thing. And so when we scrap it, it's just going to create more value on MQT. We're literally following step by step what the Bitcoin white paper was built on. So this is built to last. This is built to have a lot of success, you guys, and just share it with as many people as possible. Not so that you can make a whole bunch of referral or commissions from sharing it with people, but to bring more people into the community and pump up the value of MQT. At the end of the day, that's what this project is about, getting people healthy and making them wealthy by mining that MQT, right? Because I'd much rather have, 10,000 people in here all upgraded to 7 Omegas and have that $4,000 MQT, because now, we're sitting really, really pretty. And that's all based on our own efforts. We don't have to go out there and share this with anybody to make a lot of money. You are your own limiter when it comes to the amount of money that you can make in MQTs, right? You are the one who's going to decide to get up off that couch or out of that chair and go for that walk. You're going to be the one to decide, I need to go exercise for that hour. I need to go get on that bike and ride around my neighborhood. I need to go make sure I get that full 8 hours of sleep. All of those things are in your hands and you are the deciding factor for that. So I hope this video provided a little bit more clarity on what this project is and why I'm so pumped about it, because I am in control of my own destiny here, being able to buy as many MQT as you want, because you don't have to work out per se. You can go into the marketplace and buy MQT on the Avalanche network. I have instructions and steps on how to do that. The links for the videos are in the description of this video. If you're interested, hit me up on Telegram and say I am ready, and I'll know exactly what you're talking about. So you guys enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.